Five people watch just to see who they can try to fucking call and bitch about us to somebody else so they look like some kind of fucking superhero. Welcome to episode 139.
I'm leaving that in.
Good. That's how the intro should be. My name is Mike. Across the table is Chuck. That fucking whiskey's kicking in. Next to me is the world famous Dr. Drew.
Hello.
Thanks. Welcome back. And then we have Emmy Lou. Fuck me. Sorry. I drank a whole lot of whiskey right before I came up the steps. Well, like probably 30 minutes ago. So I almost forgot we were doing a podcast. That's how fucking... How'd you meet Dr. Drew? And thanks for filling in, too, because our other guest had to cancel out, so...
Sorry to hear that.
That's okay. Yeah, he had an emergency kid pickup, so kids come before podcast, so...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Work-life balance.
Work something. Fuck, what's that?
Dr. Drew and I's relationship and history is actually quite an interesting one.
I love it.
I met one young Drew Carr when he was just a young prospect in my dad's motorcycle club many years ago.
The BDC? No. The Backdoorsman.
Yes.
Yeah. That was my cousin's days back then too. So go on. You met him there?
Yep.
He walked in.
I mean, we were of a similar age and went to different high schools, so we knew similar people, but I never knew him. But when we met each other as adults, yes, he was prospecting for...
Were you an adult then?
I mean, I guess you could consider me an adult. I graduated chiropractic school.
Yeah. Adult.
I think I was 28, 29.
There you go. That was when all the young cats started coming into the club. He's starting to get a bunch of young dudes in there at that time. Like younger.
Yeah, I mean, like Fluffy was there.
Mm-hmm.
I think Fluffy was the youngest other guy. And then, but he'd already been a member. I mean, I think the second youngest people were like Wiley and BK.
Oh, I mean, there was a time where there was, Josh Davis.
Oh, Josh was there. Yeah, I forgot about Josh, yeah.
Greg.
Yeah, Wood, Josh Davis. Josh is my cousin.
Yeah, there was a clique. Okay, really?
We're first cousins.
Okay, cool.
All I got was the eyes. He got the height and the fucking beauty. So
He is a handsome man.
he's a gorgeous man.
I
Holy
absolutely
shit.
love Amy, and
Amy's-
their story is definitely one of true love.
No, you ain't that the truth.
Adversity and perseverance, and I have nothing but love and respect for them.
Absolutely. Yeah, I actually I saw Josh the other day. We don't text a lot because we're men, so we don't really communicate as much as we probably should. And I saw him when I was in Grafton, so we started texting back and forth. I absolutely love with all my heart that fucking family. So from the kids up to Josh and Amy, they're just to me, they could call to ask for absolutely anything, and I'd be there in a fucking second. So they are my favorite relatives.
That's awesome.
So
Look, that's how I know you, and look at the full circle. That's cool.
yeah.
I love this area. That's why I love this area, because of those ties and things like that.
Yeah.
How quickly.
That's small town
now
shit.
we're bonded.
Small.
I share your love for those people.
Yeah, small town shit for sure. So,
Yeah.
especially around motorcycles, it gets really tight real quick. So,
Her dad's one of the coolest dudes ever.
who was your dad in the club?
My dad is Greg Friemann.
Oh yeah,
His club persona is Furt.
yeah. Fuck, legend.
Yeah.
Your dad's legend.
Yeah.
It's
In
awesome.
some circles, he is.
Yeah, absolutely. So, no, yeah, that's awesome. Well, very cool. So, what do you do now?
I do a little bit of everything. I'm kind of harnessing my inner demons,
Yeah.
aka mental illnesses.
Sure.
And I found a way to use it for good and not evil. I've been sober several years and have spent every day trying to give my life 100% since then, and that's
Fucking
kind
love
of
that.
where I'm at.
I fucking love that.
So currently what I have on my plate is Foodstock. So we started this 2013-ish.
I think Chuck, haven't we sponsored this?
I think we donated to it one year.
I think you did.
Yeah, at the cigar shop.
Yeah,
Sure.
when it was is that at VFW in
Yep,
Cottage Hills?
We do it at the Cottage Hills VFW.
Yeah.
This will be our 11th year or something there. We used to do it years ago and officially started calling it Foodstock at some point and had
Right.
it at the VFW. Had bands all day.
Yeah.
different businesses and groups and clubs come, which back to the motorcycle ties, my dad and his club, and they involved other clubs, and we used to be on the sim card, if you guys have ever heard of that, all the local clubs have a little calendar that they agree on who gets what dates and stuff, and these guys supported us so much and rallied for us that they allowed us a couple years to be on that card.
That's cool.
And we used to be pretty big in the motorcycle community as they would come and stack off, but over the years it's become more local businesses. This year we have
sell out. I'm just kidding.
They're welcome to come. We'll take anybody's.
Hey, I'm messing with you.
It's evolved and changed.
No, I'm a complete smartass, so I don't really mean it.
Are you from Cottage Hills?
I grew up in Bethalto.
You grew up in Bethalto?
Yes.
So you went to Civic Memorial?
Yes.
What year did you graduate?
99.
99?
I didn't graduate my high school dropout, but I still
Me
claim.
too. I'd have been 2 ahead of you.
The claim,
I would have been 2 ahead of you.
Okay.
I would have been 97. I dropped out in 96
That's about the time I gave up too.
at Civic Memorial.
Chuck. We went to high school together.
Pretty much.
You don't know me and I don't know you. We went to high school.
You went to a small ass high school together, right?
And my name's Emmy Lou. I mean, you would remember going to high
I
school.
don't remember nobody.
I know, so that's
High
crazy.
as
I don't remember
fuck
anybody
the whole
named
time I
Chuck.
went.
That's wild.
High as fuck the whole time I went.
Okay,
So
well, that's interesting.
Tell us
We'll have to work on that.
about the journey of opening your business.
Okay, so the journey of opening my business.
What is business? The Foodstock? Is that?
No, that's
okay.
a charity that we've been.
Yeah,
doing for
okay, I
free.
thought so.
Anyways, I wanted to plug that because you guys said people would hang up on your show after 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So September
30
14th
seconds actually, but yeah, you're in.
You're probably too late.
September 14th, Saturday. We got bands all day. Check us out on Facebook. All the information's there. Incredible music. My daughter is organizing things and took things over for me this year because I opened with business. We have a cakewalk, the most incredible baked goods from local bakeries that we get either purchased or a lot of them donate them to us. It's so much fun. We have the bubble foam bus guy coming. Great stuff for the kids during the day, and great music going on. My girls put on a spread. Some guys that I went to high school with that I've been friends with for years come stay. They bring their camper and stay at the BFW the night before, and they smoke the meat on.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, and they smoke. Hey Brad, come down and check out the Brads. Actually, it's several Brads and a Phil. Do you remember any of these guys? We went to high school together. You know what I'm saying? It's so weird to me that we have a class body of 500 students or whatever, and we're absolutely not remembering each other at all. But anyway, September 14th.
Well, you probably were in the same grade as my buddy's wife, Brandy Pickett.
Brandy Pickett is one of my very best friends. We've been friends since junior high.
Yeah, me and Ronnie
Okay.
have been friends for a long time. We hate each other. We've been friends for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Brandy helps us with Foodstock. Actually, she's helped us for years.
Yeah. I think that's who brought it up to me was Brandy.
Yeah.
Probably.
September 14th this year, Cottage Hills BFW, 1 to 7. It's going to be a blast. Check it out. And we appreciate you guys.
How many bands play?
So I'd have to look at the lineup. 5, 6 acts, I think.
Okay.
And they're all volunteering and top notch.
What kind of music? Is it all over the place?
It is.
Okay.
There's some country acts. There's some acoustic solo. A little classic rock. They're kind of all over the place.
Nice,
so
nice.
It'll be cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Chris Unthink was part of that too, if I remember right. I
think that was Trinity's Way, wasn't it?
He's definitely big in Trinity's Way.
Same concept, having a party and giving the money to something.
Yeah.
We donate to the Community Hope Center, always have for years.
Nice.
The Oasis Shelter for Women over here, always have for years. We've donated to a couple of local people with cancer that were struggling.
Sure. Just do good shit.
We started doing that after our co-founder Andrea. If you guys know Andrea Davis, she would have been your age if you're a couple years ahead of me. Andrea Davis. She lived in Cottage Hills on Williams, right by the BFW. Anyways, she's cool as hell. She was one of the driving forces behind Foodstock. Anyways, so we started doing it in honor of her. We lost her to terrible brain cancer during COVID. It was the worst thing ever. Check on your friends. When your friends, are off.
Oh, sure.
She got a brain tumor and things went down, and everybody stayed away, because COVID, we didn't want to make her sick, and now that's my biggest regret in life is that, to avoid getting somebody sick that was compromised, you stayed away from them, and then they passed away,
Can't say goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another reason why COVID was
So what business did you open?
Yeah. Man, you guys this is hard. I'm very sorry. I feel like I'm in a job interview.
Yeah, no, that's what we do.
So,
It's kind of an interview.
Dorothy's. We opened a tea room.
Yeah, I've heard of this.
I heard the food's really good there.
Yes. So
So-
we have Top Notch.
Where's this at?
In Eastgate, right next door to Mr.
That's what I-
Poncho's,
oh, yeah.
between Poncho's and Julia's.
Okay.
We're open for lunch Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 11 to 3.
Wednesday,
we have
Thursday,
the most
Friday,
talented
Saturday.
baker in town. We have the most incredible cooks around. Their food is just amazing.
So is it just a lunch spot?
No. So
Okay.
we're wild and crazy.
Okay.
So that's what's happening Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's what's happening during the day.
Right.
But then at night, on Thursday and Friday, we get wild. And on Thursday night, we have an all-you-can-eat fried chicken buffet.
Okay.
So fried chicken, all the fixings, okay? Then on Friday night, we get wild and we do a fish buffet.
Nice.
So then on the weekends,
Like different fishes and different.
Local fish or catfish?
Ain't nobody want no
it's
local
catfish.
fish.
Yeah, we've got Cajun catfish, regular catfish. She always does clam, shrimp.
Oh, shit.
Did frog legs last Friday.
Everything fried.
Everything. Well, no, she does a baked cod
Oh, nice.
that people will tell you is the Vicky Reed. Where you at? This lady comes in for the baked cod.
No kidding. Nice.
But
Sounds
on the
delicious.
weekends we get wild, right? We want you to come down for breakfast.
Right.
So we're doing brunch.
Right. Friday
9
or
to 1.
Saturday only.
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday,
Sunday,
yes.
9 to 1. And that's really what's been like, it really has given us the momentum as the brunch, which is crazy because burnt toast. You know, you know the burnt toast theory that when something doesn't work out in life, you have to trust that it was leading you to something else.
Sure.
So we really weren't getting a huge lunch crowd.
Right.
We opened a tea room. What are we going to do? We ain't
Right.
getting a huge lunch crowd.
Right.
And my partner and chef says to me, the few times that we had tested when we were, preparing to open, when we tested breakfast, we just got our asses handed to us. The kitchen was just not big enough to put on a big breakfast. Every time we tested, we just got our asses handed to us. So she said, you got to let me do buffet. You got to let me do buffet. And at that time, we had invested so much in getting it to this, what you think is going to work. We didn't really have to put a whole lot into it to change things. So she said, we just have to get X, Y, and Z. Let me try this. And it was a big risk, and we did it. And that was it.
Nice.
So I really feel like we're becoming a brunch destination. We have people that come from all over. I found, the power of internet.
Right.
I joined these groups called Breakfast Connoisseurs of St. Louis, Sandwich Connoisseurs of St. Louis type stuff. And I spam those pages with the advertisements and it works. And,
Nice.
and people come and they want to talk about it too. Like we saw you out on Facebook. We came from Lake St. Louis and we're like, it's nice to meet you, Bob and Sharon. Have a seat.
Right.
And it's so cool. And people say all the time, that the food is absolutely delicious. A couple came in the other day and said they just got off of a cruise and were so disappointed in the cruise food. And they come here to this little brunch spot that their daughter told them about that she saw on Facebook. And said that this is the food that we expected, at a cruise.
Wow.
And I thought, wow. And I went and told my chef, great compliment, whatever. But what she said that really gave me the knowledge that we're doing it right is that she said it was seriously coming to somebody that you know's house.
There you go.
So we sit communally. Another thing, burnt toast. We ended up having to change the layout of how we thought this restaurant was going to look to be
Right.
able to suit a buffet style service because you got to be able to turn them tables and
Yeah.
turn them tables. If you've got empty seats, then you're losing money.
Empty dollars.
So we decided to put the tables in long rows and force people to sit communally, which, again, post-COVID, people were like, you want me to do what? Sit
Sure.
right next to them. So some people like it, some people don't, but they've mostly assimilated, and then that creates a vibe that they literally are at the end of the conversation, like, yeah, I did kind of have a conversation to make friends with these people that I just sat with.
Nice.
So it's
Nice.
pretty cool.
That is cool. Yeah. Good on you to pivot.
Yeah, pivot. Burnt toast. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, good on you.
Every obstacle that you come in life is an opportunity to overcome. And
So,
it's
how-
leading you somewhere else.
How long has Dorothy's Tea Shop been open?
So we opened February 9th. We just celebrated our 6th month-ish.
Nice.
Am I right? Let's
Nice.
do math.
I don't know.
And
We don't math here.
We're definitely doing better than I would have thought 6 months out. So I'm just praying that we keep that momentum. It's a little slow right now with the end of summer and kids going back to school and stuff like that. But we've had a couple of catering orders for
Nice.
schools, people going back to school. We just did one for the Alton Catholic Charities Home,
Nice.
East Alton River High School. So those big orders are really helping us pull through these slow months.
Sure.
Again, pivot.
Right.
You know, so we can do everything. You know, like I said, we're doing lunch these days. We're doing the buffets these nights. We're doing the brunch on the weekends. We've listened to the community and respond with what they want and try to do it, you know, within the limited hours and ability that we have to do it. You know?
What days are you closed? Monday, Tuesday?
Monday, Tuesday. We'd
Nice.
like to get open on Monday because everything in the plaza is closed on Monday except for ponchos. And, you know, we like that it's becoming a hub of choices of food for the area. And if our neighbor's busy, you know, we feed off of that and vice versa. So we want to see our neighbors thrive.
Right.
So
If people go to Poncho's only on Monday, they'll think you're never open.
yes.
Just
and,
so.
and I think that's been a big obstacle that we've had to overcome too, because the Ponchos traffic is late traffic, and we're never going to be open those late hours. So I think that getting open on the Thursday.
I like how
Friday
you said
evenings-
we'll never be open. You probably also said a lot of nevers that you're
well,
doing now.
here's the thing: you got to read your market. You know, so
Right.
if we're selling tea, soup, salad, sandwiches, and desserts, people are only wanting those for a certain
Yeah,
amount
normally
of
lunch. Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Nobody's going to go to dinner and have soup, salad, sandwiches, and desserts.
Oh, fuck, I might actually. I mean,
well,
I'm,
let's talk about it.
yeah.
You know.
I mean, there's at least $10.
And that's
Fuck.
exactly it. Pivot.
Right.
You know, we are, and we initially we had a plan to do a midnight brunch. Our initial plan.
What was a midnight?
Aaron Rydenauer came and did the hours on my door say late night brunch hours because we were so dedicated to it. Okay. And I have since day one had a piece of paper over it that people can't see that was my intentional plan because I'm now pivoting.
What is
because the market.
Tell me late night brunch. Tell
So
me
we
that.
were going to do midnight brunch. So late Friday night, early Saturday morning, like Tab started doing.
Oh.
We're not downtown and have the drunk people right here. We're expecting them to drive all the way out to Eastgate. You know, that like,
Is Tab still doing it?
I think that they're doing it on Saturday night.
Oh.
So you could warn the cops and have them set up a roadblock, and you could fundraise for them too.
And for us, it was more for the service worker, for this industry.
Yeah,
workers,
industry
for,
workers,
You know, people
right.
getting off late at night and stuff was really the intention. But you have to be, mindful. We know who's out at 3 a.m. looking for briskets and gravy.
Right.
So that's not the problem. I don't have a problem. That's on you. That's your
Right,
choice.
right.
But the thing about it is, for us to be open for these hours, I have to have X amount of people in there, and for me to have X amount of people standing in there,
You need X amount of
It's not
customers.
retail. I know you understand retail. You know, you can just hang out in your shop, and like Joe Schmo just walked in and dropped $60 on a couple of cigars. Though you ain't got no overhead. You know what I'm saying? Not man hour overhead. I know you have
Sure,
an
sure.
enormous overhead.
Sure,
I'm sure.
sure.
But it's the manpower that kills me because, again, I don't work there. Now let's go back to number one. You know, I have a job.
Right.
I'm not a business operator. I'm a business owner. I have a partner that I am relying completely upon to run the ship over there. I'm honestly just paying bills and doing
Ordering,
social media,
yeah,
and
yeah.
staying out of their way.
So you do this. You open a business. You're kind of hands off, but still hands on. You're not doing day-to-day operations there.
I
so-
mean, I go in and help them, do dishes and
Sure.
try to be useful for them. But no,
Right.
I'm not a trained chef. I never had any intentions of being a trained chef.
Right,
I
right.
had the intention to open a restaurant and having. My dad told me this whenever I was busting my butt to get a good GPA in college because the job that I wanted to get in life depended on that damn GPA. And I got a C in a class and it about destroyed me. And this was as an adult. I wasn't
Yeah,
a
sure.
20-year-old in college. I went in my 30s.
Yeah.
So I think that means even more to you. But I was tore up on my GPA. My dad had told me the people that run the businesses, the people that own the businesses, the rich people, they were C students. They hire A students to run shit for them. And I think that that's kind of where I'm at with the business. I knew I wasn't sharp enough or had what it took. I knew that I knew the people that I could pay to go do it the best that it could be done. And those are the people that are in there doing it.
So you rock a full-time job and pretty much part-time hours probably on Dorothy's tea. Say it again.
Yeah, I go and hang out sometimes.
Dorothy, was it?
Dorothy's. Just
Tea.
Dorothy's.
Oh, just Dorothy. I
But our
thought.
pages will say like Dorothy's tea, soup, salad, sandwiches,
Okay.
desserts, because we
Yeah,
want to-
advertise. Right.
Yeah.
No, smart.
So what would it take for you to ditch the full-time job and just be like,
Oh,
Nothing ever.
really? What's
Yeah.
a full-time job?
Passionate about what I do for a living.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, I'm an admin. I do
Okay.
administrative work.
Somewhere nice.
The Department of Defense.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I love my job. My job isn't my job because of my money. It's my service to
Yeah.
the community.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes it's not about a paycheck. It's about, the people that you work with and the work that you're doing.
I tell myself that every month.
But I'm lying. All that was bullshit. I'm scared of being old and poor, so I got to do the pension thing. and all
Yeah.
that.
I knew a guy who said that about trash.
What's that?
I don't throw trash for the money.
It's passion. I mean,
Hilarious. It's hilarious.
Well, dude,
Why do you throw trash?
do you think you fucking worked for Sanders? Because those dudes had like the best morality.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Because the Sanders treated his dudes right, man. Kept trucks clean. Got your name put on the side of it, man. They gave you some pride to fucking work there. I would have thrown trash for Bobby any fucking day of the year.
Kind of like the Iceman, and like Maverick and stuff, but on the side of the truck. Like with
Right.
the
No, yeah, they did. And then they had funny shit, you know. One man's trash, and it would be on the back of a trash truck, you know. It's just, you know, going to be another man's treasure, whatever. He had good sayings. He had good high morale. His people liked him. You know, they liked working for him. You're going to do your shit. You know, if you don't, then you're going to fucking, you know, not be there. But the guy ran a good business, obviously, you know. So, and shout out to Bobby, because he was just in here today.
That's still hilarious.
I'd like to throw
That's still
trash.
funny as hell.
You know, I don't even really like cigars anymore. Just kidding.
So if it gets busy enough, would you expand and open another one?
absolutely. I was eyeballing the thing down here next to you when I walked up.
What's that? The building right here?
Yeah.
They recently has a new owner.
I mean, shit, why don't you? I'll just work a deal out with you. You need to sell some sandwiches down there. I'll come fill you up a cooler of sandwiches.
So
yeah,
we've
downtown. I wish I could have afforded to be downtown.
We've tried to like put some baked goods and stuff like that in the cooler, because you know, like a sweet treat after a cigar is something really nice, and
nice brownie.
hit it one more time. They don't really move. Hit it with a lighter one more time. Sorry.
No, it's lighter.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just to even it out. There you go. And so they just don't seem to move like I really thought they kind of would, but whatever, you know, you got to try it to know if it's going to work or not.
Yeah.
So, and then try it again later, because it might work a second time.
And are you thinking about the right sweet treats? So tell me more about what a good sweet treat is.
So we do,
As
like,
I'm smoking this, I'm thinking a nice piece of fudge would be good.
right, yeah. So they do a variety of different things.
Anything sugary.
Yeah, they do a variety of things that they bring in, and it just doesn't mean that people are like right now. What we do is we pay via QR code. We don't even collect any money. So they come in, if they like a brownie, here's a brownie. You want a Mexican brownie? Here's a Mexican brownie. You know, here, you know. So there's good quality varieties. They just aren't. You know, most of my customers buy and leave. There's like 5 or 10 that hang out. You know, probably too long, but 5 or 10 hang out on a regular basis, and then everybody else just buys and leaves. You know, like I'll even ask them when I'm working, "Hey, you hanging out?" "No, I gotta go." So they're not staying long enough to get a treat. So, and I don't want to sell the treats, because then I got to have a food handler license. So you buy it from the bakery via QR code. I don't want any fucking money for it. Just hasn't. And it's good marketing. It's good presentation. All those things are very nice. You know, proper plastic clamshells, you know, or wrapped up with a nice, you know, sticker with it with the business name, and, you know, a QR code. You scan it, goes right to pay $2. You pay fucking $2 for a little brownie, you know? I mean, but just hasn't taken off yet. So I don't know if it will or not. But, you know, we try those things. We try to elevate our customers' experience, and then also push other local businesses in doing so. So, you know, that's why we have CBD seltzer from a local guy, and canned cold brew from Germania or whatever. You know, we have these things in the store ready to buy. So, canned stuff we can sell, obviously, but I don't want to touch somebody's brownie.
Right.
Oh, you mean like hand them that yourself, like from
like
tray of
they
brownies?
literally just stay on the fucking. They're all individually wrapped. They sit on the edge of the counter.
So you don't have to deal with.
I don't touch it. You want to buy one? Buy one. You want to steal one? Fuck, I can't stop you. I don't give a shit. You know, I mean, it just is what it is.
Do you want that bad?
Yeah. So, but you know, when they get to expiration time, then you know, I'll eat a brownie and toss the rest away. Let them know what I'm throwing away. So, you know, I just don't want inferior products either. So, but yeah. Dulce Diana up here, she went away. So there's a space open that used to be a bakery. Just tiny. Fuck, it's small.
Yeah.
And downtown rent's expensive.
Yeah, downtown rent's expensive. The parking. So for us, you know, our primary target audience, pivot.
Right.
Now our audience is whoever we're listening.
Right.
When we come dialed in on the tea room, you know, 78, you know, 82-year-old women are my target audience.
Nice.
You know? So we didn't want any sort of step up
Sure.
or anything like that. Because that's one thing with my just desserts. I love that place,
Right.
but I could never take like my elderly aunt or something in there for
Right.
lunch because
They got a
too
ramp.
much to navigate.
They got a ramp. They got a circle ramp now.
Yeah, you want to be able to drop these people right off at the front door, absolutely level. That's what we've got. And
that-
parking at Eastgate is a dream.
Yeah, it's
we've got
plentiful.
parking for $1 billion.
Yeah, it's plentiful. Yeah, you guys are getting a new neighbor soon. You'll have the shooting range. So that's
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring a whole new demographic
Yep.
down. So
cool.
that's very cool.
I'm
you
down
know,
with that.
Uh,
Who likes to eat soup, salad, sandwiches, desserts, brunch, fried chicken, and fried fish?
Who?
Dudes that like to go shoot their guns at indoor ranges.
there you go. I like it.
Americans.
Right.
America.
Well, you had me at all you can eat fried chicken on
Yeah,
Thursday
come
night.
check it out, Chuck. Friday night, man. 4 to
Thinking about that
7:30.
now.
They're
A couple
killing
days
it.
away. Wait, what's today? Monday?
I thought it was Wednesday.
Monday.
already.
Fuck, bro.
And then here it gets even weirder though. So not every Thursday we do fried chicken. We started doing on the first Thursday of every month, which we did it on the first Thursday of August. It's Thanksgiving. It's Thankful Thursday, and we had a Thanksgiving dinner buffet. And I'm telling you, they nailed it. And Thanksgiving is that good. Why do we only do it once a year?
Because we sleep for a day and a half afterwards? I don't know.
I don't know. I think people recovered. We had, quite a few people in that
So-
day. They all
Nice.
seemed to recover just fine.
Nice.
I've been to quite a few Thanksgiving celebrations at different residences in my day. And, consistency on what people serve for Thanksgiving is very...
It's starting to vary?
It's varied.
Yeah.
So, like...
No,
If
it's ish. It's varied-ish. It's very standard, but it's how they're doing it.
But if you go to a black person's
matters.
house, it's a way different Thanksgiving than if you go to my grandma's house. Or you go to my grandma's house, right?
I mean, not way
What-
different.
What they serve. Oh, yeah.
Not way different. How so? What's not at grandma's table that you find?
No, I'm saying like not what you grew up with, right? So it's different. So I'm saying, how do you pick what would go on a Thanksgiving buffet?
So we went with the absolute standards. And that's, we all joke and say to each other on Thanksgiving, you don't need to post your picture, Carol, we're all eating the same shit.
Sure.
Okay. But like you said, there is a little bit of variance. Different demographics are going to have a different staple.
I like that oyster dressing.
Bring the oyster.
I had never had that before, so I'm saying like
No shit?
that wasn't a thing.
Oh, yeah, you got to get in the hood with us, bro. We get that oyster dressing every year. So only one time we get oysters. It's got to be mixed in
you
the
got,
dressing.
You got your dressing.
So,
Are we-
obviously, mashed potatoes, gravy. Two types of gravy?
The finest. No,
Two-
just one.
Just one brown? You got the brown gravy?
With the goodness in it and everything.
Yeah, the
Gravy
chunks.
was
The
spot
chunks.
on.
Yeah.
Spot on.
So is the stuffing? Is it like the soft stuffing or like the homemade stuffing?
Homemade.
Oh,
So,
perfect.
is it dried or is it wet?
It's wet.
Yeah. Oh, game over.
Yeah, and everything, the sweet potato, and like you said, they're staples. How excited can we really get about green bean casserole and this and that?
Fucking, you add them
These
crispy
girls take it
onions
they're
and
like, oh,
mushrooms.
they go, bam.
Yeah.
They elevate it.
Yes,
They go,
every single thing that they do.
Nice. I love a good green bean casserole.
What's your favorite part of Thanksgiving? Besides the family.
When everybody shuts the fuck up because they're eating.
I love,
Dude, you know how my family is, man. I talk to three, like everybody else. I just want them to hurry up and start eating, so I don't have to hear them talk no more. Actually, my favorite is fruit salad and green bean casserole. That's my favorite part, food wise. So it's grandma's fruit salad, which is literally a bunch of canned fruit thrown in a bowl with sliced up bananas on top, and it's the cheapest, easiest thing in the world to make. But grandma's always made it. Makes
Right,
me
so that's the kind of stuff that you'll find.
makes me fucking
They'll be
smile.
throwing out like some ambrosia salad and stuff like that makes you think Aunt Carol,
Yeah.
They put it in
Is that the green
whipped cream.
stuff?
They put it in whipped cream.
Formats of it.
Who does?
Yeah, that's it.
My grandma always put it in whipped cream.
Fruit salad in
He
the.
does. He's
No
going,
bananas, but
he's
whipped
going
cream.
ambrosia salad.
That's an ambrosia.
That's what's happening.
Oh yeah. No, this is just a jar or a bowl, a giant bowl full of all the cans
Somebody-
open with all the
So
juices
would you be
too.
excited,
Somebody used
Chuck,
to
if
put
you
it
rolled
in
up?
Jello too, but I can't remember.
That's just a gel. What do they call that?
Yeah, why were they doing that?
I don't know.
That's never going to be good.
I don't know.
put anything.
Oh, it was good.
in
Fruit
Jell-O.
cocktail and Jello. It was good. It was good.
It's all about the same. It's kind of the same, close to the same textures. I can see it get down. I can see it.
It was good.
So
I tried.
The,
The
girls
whipped cream's better, but
The girls actually made their cranberry sauce in a pretty mold. Okay.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, wow, that's so nice. So as the night went on, she deflated and kind of settled, and I walked by, because we're walking by constantly.
Sure. Yeah.
And it had, so that was terrible.
So you do your day shift, and then you go there in the evening, especially on the busier nights like that. How many nights do you spend there? So you're working your day job. How many nights do you go to the restaurant to work too? All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. That's how this goes.
How do you keep from burning yourself out?
I come to you and you release the demons from my spine.
There you go. Very nice.
And I have a dog that saved my life. So I've been sober close to 4 years. Well, I've been sober 5 months. So I got this dog that I've had almost 4 years, and we've just bonded. We've just bonded over trauma.
Is it a husky, isn't it?
Australian Shepherd.
Nice.
So he's gifted. He's a healer, and that's how.
It's got blue eyes.
His are actually blue on the bottom, and brown on the top.
There you go. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Aussie ones, man. Super awesome dogs. Very smart.
He's intense.
So smart.
He's intense.
Does he hop around?
Yeah,
Little tigger.
He's intense.
Yeah.
He's 4, and he has just started to kind of mellow. He's almost 5.
Nice.
And he's just started to kind of mellow out.
Nice.
Speaking of dogs, so a guy who's come in the office for a long time, you've met him before, he's a disabled vet.
Mm-hmm.
He lost his dog last fall, and he
Wears backpack a lot?
Yes.
He's got a breathing thing?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome dude.
So, he
Awesome dude.
lost his dog, and so I guess his fiance kind of surprised him with a dog, right?
Okay.
And so he came in, he was super stoked about it, and as soon as he said it, I was like, holy shit. I guess the Humane Society somehow, a pregnant mother Caucasian Shepherd, you know what that is?
No.
Caucasian Shepherds are like the Russian prison dogs.
Okay.
They're like
Yeah.
200 plus pounds.
Yeah.
Just
Massive. Yeah.
Apparently you can't breed them in Illinois. So what happened was the mother and father escaped, I guess, or ran away.
Okay.
People just didn't chase them because they would have got in trouble. You know what I
Right,
mean? If they
right.
would have come to claim them.
Right.
So they had puppies and they got rid of them, and he got one. And this thing's like 10 weeks old and weighs like 70 pounds.
Holy smokes.
It's like them Tibetan Mastiffs.
Well, no, you ever seen the Russian prison dogs, bro? They
Yes.
stand on your shoulders, and their head's bigger than yours, and their teeth are fucking more than you'll ever see.
had
Like,
two-
they're fucking crazy fucking big.
I had 2 6-week-old Tibetan Mastiffs, and they were every bit as big as Blue.
Jeez. My dog's only 145
They were
pounds.
huge.
Mine's
And they
9.
ate every fucking
9
thing.
pounds? Yeah. Yeah, my dog poops more than your dog weighs, bro. I took him to a car show over the weekend, the Dynamic Dual car show, and walked around, and then got him a little pup cup at the coffee shop, And then that dude zonked the fuck out from walking around like 100 cars, right? Zonks the fuck out. And he was just, I have the cutest pictures of him, sleeping on pillows and shit on the couch. So, yeah. He's a handful to take somewhere, for sure. But everybody wants to pet a giant-ass Great Dane, so good time with him.
I don't.
You don't pet a
No,
giant
I
ass.
slobber too much.
So he slobbered on a fender, bro, at a car show. He fucking slimed this fender on a car at a.
Keep walking, motherfucker,
Hey,
keep walking.
before fucking judging too, right? He just, bro. You've seen what his slobber looks like on my headrest, right?
Right.
Right. So that was on the car, bro. Just like something about Mary on this fender. It was. I was like, okay, boy, let's go. Come on, let's go before they see it.
Man, I didn't have my fucking situation ready.
It's all right. Out of practice.
Yeah. I do have to ask everybody that comes in,
Oh.
and she may never even have thought about it yet. Amelia, I know you're deep in shit on your phone right now.
Right.
You okay? You need to
Yeah,
finish?
no, sorry.
No, you need to finish it. You can. Do you think we live in a simulation?
Simulation. So this test.
Oh, Chuck,
Did you
you
say-
gotta explain it.
Did you say a
What?
test?
A test.
You're better at explaining the simulation than me.
Like a video game simulation. The Matrix.
I gotta watch it again. I gotta watch.
Do we
Matrix.
live in the Matrix?
It's like
yes.
not even that.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Answer is yes.
Your answer is yes, right
Yeah.
off the bat. No,
Yeah.
no thought about it at all.
We can talk. We can get deeper.
Yeah?
I'm with you.
Yeah.
no, it's
It's
like
all, but we're a tiny part of something greater, and it's being manipulated by events elsewhere, and it's code, and it was all written. We can change it, and we can leave, and there's whoop, yep, with it. But
is that why
it's all God too.
There you go. Is that why I always respawn when I die? Because I've been respawning for so many accidents. Like, there's so many things that I should not be here, and yet I just hop the fuck up and pick up a motorcycle and go away.
Yeah, 'cause that wasn't your time.
Yeah, no, I just keep respawning. I think it was my time. I just respawned real quick. I had to quarter in the machine fast enough.
You know, you had that power-up mushroom.
Oh, the one-upper?
Yeah.
I had the one-up.
They had the one-up.
I had the
You
one-up.
the green one.
I respawn, bro. I respawn all the time.
You may have done enough to get the 99 lives.
Oh, yeah. You gotta hit that fucking turtle shell just right, bro. Just bounce on it.
Or make another choice in life that takes you down a weird tube, a secret path that only you would know if blah, blah, blah. Can you imagine how much not funner that shit would have been if the days of the internet and cheats and all that? If we wouldn't have had to learn that from neighbor Bobby down the street. You know,
No,
we could have just found it on the internet and watched somebody else do it.
Dude,
These kids don't even play video games these days. They just watch videos other kids play
Dude, this
video games.
dude Eric figured out that 99 lives on Mario. He came running over to my house so excited, man. He lived like streets and streets away, man. He come running, Mike. So we had to like talk my mom into getting the TV, turning the Nintendo on because she was watching something, right? And he's like, you gotta do it. And I couldn't figure that. I couldn't do it. That motherfucker did it first try. That dude did it first try. We had up at the pawn shop. We had that 8-bit Nintendo, and I was able to do it there first try. And I'm like, fuck you, Eric, bro. I got it now. You know, like 25 years later, I can figure out how to get the 99 lives on the turtle.
I still remember when a kid wrote down the Contra pass or the Contra cheat for me, you know, on a piece of paper. And
Yeah.
I got home and I was like, up, down,
Left, right,
A, B,
select, start. 99 lives, bro. That's the only way we could beat Contra.
Fun. If you would have just found it on the internet, that's no fun. You had to wait for Kyle or whoever to tell you.
Yeah. Well, so when Forza Forza PlayStation comes out, right? We have disc games. I'm playing this game Forza like back in the PS1 days. My brother comes over with a Game Genie. Do you remember those? Mm-hmm. Came over the Game Genie, throws $1 million in my account. Never played the game again. It's fucking boring. What the fuck am I racing for? I'm racing for, to earn money. Now I got all the money. It took all the fun. I quit playing the game. I didn't start playing Forza again until PS or whatever Xbox fucking won.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't Forza. Forza was always been Xbox, but whatever was on PlayStation, that was a car game that you built your cars.
So then you could just get any car you wanted.
I could buy anything. It was fucking took all the fun out of it. Yeah, I didn't have to work shit for it, so I quit playing it.
So
It was boring. It was boring.
There's probably some kids that went out and tore it up, just for the sport of tearing it up.
Yeah, I
got
just
all the nice stuff, but
yeah.
you just out.
Yeah, no, I just it sucked the fun out of it for me. So I'm also 8 years older than my brother, so like that was cool to him. To me, it wasn't very cool. So.
I've been really playing a lot of that Fortnite game though.
Have you? We smoked those last week.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Little something I picked out that way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, pretty nice.
I like it.
Yeah, it was mild.
Yeah, I'm ass deep in that. I said I'd never spend money getting skins.
Oh my gosh, are you really?
I did spend some money. Okay, I had to. You know that Wolverine's my hero.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get the Wolverine skin. And then they came out with a new Wolverine skin. I had to get that one. And then they released Vegeta, who's from Dragon Ball Z. It's a show I used to watch back in the day. And then
You know that, don't you?
yeah, and you can
I still watch it.
on his person. So he's there, right? And you can hit a button, and you can make him Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4,
Nice.
5,
Blue.
or the blue, and then God or whatever.
Right.
So, but you can go through all the power ups. And dude, I was just like, gotta do it.
How much money do you spend on Fortnite now?
Not more than $100. But still, I said I never would, and then they sucked me in. They were like, "Oh, you love Wolverine because you identify with him." I'm like,
Here we go.
so I had to do it.
There you go. As long as you're having fun, who gives a fuck?
Oh yeah, and and like that's the only time that I can actually like spend time with the boys.
Yeah. Do you
Then
get?
you could be
weird.
like, look, cool, I got Wolverine on here.
Yeah,
Still get your ass whipped though?
No, I'm
You're getting better?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I found out one of the problems was, and I didn't realize it was an issue. So these games now, it didn't used to matter, but the refresh rate on the TVs makes a difference. So the TV I was using in the garage was like 17 years old, And I was playing, and I'm like, I know I'm shooting this motherfucker, and he won't die.
Right.
And then the TV died, and I had gotten one at Christmas at the office I never used. Brought it to the garage, plugged it in, and I'm like, well, I can hit stuff now.
No shit.
Yeah.
The refresh rate on the TV makes a difference.
Mhm.
I'd be more worried about the wireless connection to the garage.
It's
Lagging.
the system too. You playing it on Xbox One?
The S or whatever it is, or X or
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever
One
the
S.
fuck it is. Yeah.
One S.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
big, the black cube or the flat one.
The black cube.
So the X.
The top. Like it's like a tower.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
X. The
yeah.
brand new one.
That's a good one.
The brand new one.
Yeah, that's fast.
Yeah. So that makes a big difference too.
Yeah, because it's your processing power,
Yeah.
and then your internet connection makes a big deal too. So like my
that's
brother,
That's why I get my ass handed to me in GTA all the time because I'm still playing on the 1S instead of the X, and then people are playing on the X, and it just moves so much quicker for them.
Really?
So I get my ass handed to me constantly.
So the boys finally got. They were playing on old PS4s, you know, and then they got the PS5s for their birthdays, and they're like, it's so much better, and I'm like, really? I can't.
yeah, the processing. I mean, it's just like computers, man. You buy fucking remember
Right.
we used to draw a house in like a fucking 386 computer program, and you go to rotate this.
On draw.
Right. Well, like no, like you draw. So I had like this architectural program, and like I'd try to build a house, and then I would try to turn it, and then I'd go make a sandwich, come back, and then it would
Force
it'd all fucking load up, you know. And I'm like, I was like, well, this takes a long time, so I never finished the house because it took like an hour just to look around, you know. So
So the simulation thing, Emmy, is like you're living in The Sims, right? So you're wearing a computer somewhere, and somebody's running a program to see like the running outcomes to see like they
In
run.
theory, yes, and it's all God. I answered your question.
Yeah, I was.
I
making sure.
understand what you're
Okay.
saying, and I understand my response. Yeah, absolutely. This is all, and it's all, trial and error, and I think that, when people say everything happens for a reason and stuff like that, oh, God only does this and that stuff pisses me off. But I do 100% believe that for all the challenges that you overcome, that the blessing and reward is greater. And, that's a game, that's the simulation, and that's the give and take. Not all of us survive. Some of us getting taken out. Some of us do dumb shit and take ourselves out. There's choices along the way, but yeah, somebody else is in control of all this. And
Do you think that raising your personal vibration brings more to you, good things to you?
Absolutely.
Right on. I think so too.
As power, we all know the power of negative thought, right? We all know that.
absolutely.
Just as powerful as we know negativity is, positivity is just as powerful.
That's why I'm always positive.
Like, how does somebody break that negativity cycle? Because I feel like it breeds more negativity. Like, one thing goes wrong, and you're like, oh, it's not.
Yeah, it spirals and right, the Mercury rodeo and all that kind of stuff. There's all that other shit. That's, again, we're in the simulation. Some other astrological things are in control of, according to your birth chart and all this crazy stuff that you can't possibly fully fathom and understand unless you are like truly a student of it and understand it, or you have somebody that's a student of it that understands it to explain it to you and how all this affects your life. But there's warnings and things that you can learn and know about yourself to, like you said, this is spiraling out of control. One negative thing turns to two, and now next thing you know, it's got me beat down. And just as quick as those two negative things took you negative, you got to just take yourself on a little leap. You know what I'm saying? Hit the switch to a different timeline. And
What would you say to somebody who blames that nothing's their fault? Do you know what I mean? Like, all these bad things are happening because of this person. And how would you get somebody to accept personal responsibility to like take control of what's happening?
I wish that I knew that answer, because I love a lot of people that have a lot of choices right at their fingertips, every day, and especially right now. There's a lot of people that I love and care about that are really fighting their own personal demons right now, and I wish that I could, continue to stay close to them and help them through those struggles. But in reality, to protect myself, I have to back so far away from that negativity, because it will grab you and spread just like cancer. So the picture that I have in my head is we're all hanging out in the pool, but let's elevate it above the pool. Let's say we're in the ocean. We're out here in Mississippi. We're all bobbing around. Some of us got a pool noodle. Some of us have a, lifeguard, U.S. Coast Guard approved, raft or life preserver, wherever. Some of us are just chilling,
Right.
We're all just, some of us have something. Some are just have nothing, and they're just treading water, head bobbing, getting along. But then you see this guy over here, and he is thrashing, and he is struggling. And your instinct is to move in. I've got this life raft. I have this noodle. I'm a strong swimmer. I'm treading water on my own. Whatever their situation is, they feel like they've got what it takes to move in and help that person. But in reality, it doesn't matter how strong you are or what safeguards you have to protect yourself, because that safeguard is only for you. If you get close to that person and they can grab you, they will take you right down with them. And that is the reality of trying to get people to see, you can't do it. They're only going to see it when they're ready, and I can't have you thrashing around in my safe space. I've worked hard for this pool noodle. This pool noodle is all I got. Or maybe I upgraded in life because I worked hard and I got myself a Coast Guard approved,
Right. Life jacket.
I've got one of them things that they put out in the middle of the lake. I got one of them. I'm really living.
Right.
But whatever my safety is, whatever I've earned to keep me cool out here in the water while we're chilling, I can't let you thrash around over here in my area. You're going to pop a hole in my shit. You're going to take me down with you.
But do you, how many times, in your instance, because I feel like if you're somebody who wants to help people, you're going to take a couple of chances to help that person. How many times for them to pull you down do you allow to happen before you have to back off and say you have to do it yourself?
So that's different in every case, and you will only know when you've reached your limit of boundary, and it depends on the level, the onion, the level, the layer of relationship. How well do I know this person? How much am I going to do this? And you will eventually find your wall for everyone. No one can be safe. If you're going to be safe on your raft, you have to have those boundaries and limitations. You have to for everyone. And just because I'm not here in your safe space, don't mean that I'm not over here with my pool noodle yelling, "You can do it. Don't give up. Look at me. Do what I'm doing. Get on your back." I am rooting you on. I'm praying for you every day. I'm praying for the day that you come back into my life. But for now, for me and my children, and this safety that I have over here, and his and yours, don't let them in your safe space. Nobody.
I feel like if I don't make an effort at least once, actually intervene,
Absolutely.
then I feel like the way the world is, and then that could be the personal thing, is that person would have some kind of animosity towards me for they're saying you sat over there in your safety and you allowed me.
There's
to
a big
drown.
thing, I call it, recovery guilt. Okay. And there is a thing that I feel like just because I'm not living a certain way, that certain people that I live that lifestyle with think that I'm looking at them a certain way, and I'm not. I promise you that I'm not. I don't judge anybody's choices or anybody. I am there for it. I still hang out at bars. My friends drink. I'm not like, I'm living this way and I suggest you do too. It is a case-by-case basis. Alcohol is a case-by-case basis. Okay? But what was the moral of the story? What were we even talking about? You guys got me. I'm out. I gotta go home.
We were talking about...
It was like, when do you... Because Drew feels bad because he doesn't help.
Oh, recovery guilt.
Yeah.
So what you'll have is that, that you live in a certain way and having those boundaries in your safe space and stuff, that in itself is going to threaten someone that knows that they have the potential to have the same space and the same bubble and same safety, knows that and there's a guilt, it makes me feel guilty that I know that you're avoiding me because that I have some hidden
you're on a different
pride
path.
And expectation. Know that I'm looking at you and I'm like, damn, you've got the potential to do better for yourself and do more with your life, but you just, that's everybody's choice.
Yeah.
Unrealistic expectations.
Would you say Drew's kind of the same guilt comes across with success? Like, you can do X, Y, and Z.
Well, I think,
then
I think, and you do the same thing. You try to
bring everybody up around me.
up, rising tide, right? Raises all ships and stuff, right? So, you try to, but, if you can only do so much if somebody's not willing to help themselves.
Put in the work.
That's what I was asking, like, how many times do you do that before you're like, you just step back and say, okay,
I think the more times it fails on you, the less chances you give each person, because you learn after every single one, because it wasn't a failure, it was a lesson, right?
Yeah.
So, like, this guy you tried 3, 4, 5, 6 times,
Yeah.
right? And every single time you just end up in a fucking mental shit show, trying to fucking, now you're dealing with his shit on top of your shit. And then the next guy might be just 4 times, not 5. The next guy might only be 3 times, because you're going to start seeing the similar characteristics of these people.
And regardless, you cannot let, and just them being around us and flailing is creating a ripple in our own life, like you said. You know what I'm saying?
I really like that water analogy you
we
did.
can still
I thought
keep
that
them
was
at a
pretty
safe
dope.
distance, but their flailing is we're like mom in the pool, like, quit splashing, you know,
Right,
like it's
right.
affecting our good time.
Yeah, it's knocking over my charcuterie board, you know.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, you were on a yacht.
Right.
Your safe device was a yacht with charcuterie.
Right, right.
And, you know, the waves.
Spilling my
that
fucking
people
wine,
out there
you know.
splashing around. And the more people in your life that you've got splashing around acting crazy, it's creating more waves.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's that water analogy is pretty dope. I like that a lot. I mean, that's probably pretty sensible thing. One of the more sensible things ever said on this podcast.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I was wondering, because everybody has a process, and the more, say, not successful you get, but the better you do, and the more you raise your vibration, the people who are lower vibration maybe seem to resent you a little bit.
Absolutely right.
It's to their core. You know, it's meant to be that way. We're meant to challenge each other. There's meant to be a pecking order, and there's a reason for it, because we're not gonna outperform one another being complacent. You know, there's a reason why there's got to be a top dog. There's a reason why there's got to be an alpha.
Emmy Lou with the fucking heaters, man. Nice job.
Positive electrons attract negative electrons, and you have to have the negative electrons to create matter. So it all fits.
What he said.
You just want to play some rummy or something? The fucking knowledge is over there, bro.
Right.
dropping mics.
seriously,
No, it
if
is.
we're-
No, for real.
If I don't have those, and you're always gonna, you know, I don't want it to, you know, maybe in current situations be people a little too close to me that I'm seeing suffer. You know, that's not what I want. I'd rather it be, you know, Cheryl that I know, you know, from down the street or whatever. Like, but it does every day. It wakes me up, and I say, on behalf of you that I know cannot give 100% today, I promise you that I'm going to give 110. And they don't know that. They don't know that I'm doing that on their behalf in their honor. But I'm going to give a little bit more to today in this situation, because I know that maybe you can, like you said, and that's the forgiveness, and that's the layers, and that's the boundary, and why we keep doing it, because that lives in us.
That's like a whole different level for me right there, what she said. Did you catch what that was? Mm-hmm. I'm going to do 110% to pick up your slack.
And not in a way like physical or financial. I'm just saying I'm going to try to be more positive than I don't want to get up and do today, but I'm going to try to give today a little bit more and go a little harder for you. And like I said, sending the prayers and the positive vibes. The negative needs the positive, and I have to be charged, and I got to be 100% so that can function. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right? No.
I don't know.
No. That was
Everybody needs an enemy. Everybody needs to be a bad guy. Somebody's got to be the bad guy. Somebody's got to be the good guy.
Sure.
However that may work. If
Right.
I got to be the bad guy in your story because my vibes are so high that it upsets you, then I'll be the bad guy in your story. Yes, because that's going to drive you. You might wake up tomorrow and say, you know what? I didn't feel like doing this today, but in spite of that bitch and her saying she going harder for me in my honor, maybe I'll get up tomorrow and I'll go a little harder in her honor. You know, I don't know.
I never thought about saying it in your honor, like, and meaning it. You know what I'm saying? That's just a different way of looking at the grind that we do, the hustle that we do.
And what you're doing it for, and the things that drive each of us that nobody has any idea. You meet people on the street, you know, have a 15 beer conversation with Johnny down at the bar, and you'll know what drives him, because he's not driven, but like you said, the positive and the negative that's eating him, what drives him.
Yeah.
You'll know. He'll tell you. You have a couple beers with Johnny, he'll tell you his whole heartbreak story.
Right.
You'll more than a 6 weeks of therapy would get you.
Right.
That guy's going to tell you. what tore him up and what set him on a tailspin. Everybody at this table,
Sure.
I'm sure, has some traumatic, horrifying story
Sure.
of things that have essentially changed the core of who you are. And as much as we have the power to let that be a negative thing, like I said, when I sat at this table, that's managing your mental illness, your trauma. You can either use that for good or use that for evil. And let me tell you, I was real good at being bad.
Right.
So I knew at some point that I had to have the power to do something for good. So I just keep myself busy. And
My mom used to say that to me when I was younger. You just use this power for good, you'd be a fucking great person.
yeah, and that's true.
Like
in
that.
all of us.
Yeah, no, it's like, yeah.
As much as we have it in us to give up, and whoever it is that's pressing you, and whatever the issue is that's pressing them, they've got a choice, Drew. They got a choice in what they're doing that's causing you to set a boundary that makes them unhealthy for your space. Whatever that choice is, they've got that choice, and they get up every day and they choose that. You get up every day. We all have vices. You get up every day, and the ones that are destroying you and the ones that you can't have, you get up and say, no, thank you. And they make that choice to do whatever that is that you've created your boundary over. We all have choices. And now you got to respect somebody's choice.
Emmy Lou, did you go to any kind of structured, you say you've been sober for a few years. Did you go to any kind of structured plan that was...
Early on, probably, 5-6 months into sobriety, just kind of out of knowing that I needed that understanding and culture of the support.
Right.
But I went to, and I'm religious, 100% Christian,
Good.
But I did not like the structure of the Christian-based recovery programs. I felt that it was very unwelcoming to those that weren't, Christian. I wanted it to be not about God. But it very much, God does belong in sobriety.
Sure,
But I
absolutely.
don't think that, that's not exactly the solution for, everyone.
Right.
So yes and no.
Just your knowledge, just what you said here is... we've talked to, even on this podcast, we talked to people that have fought like hella demons, but you've said it so eloquently that, but also in layman's terms, so easily understood too, and I don't know, you made me, you reframed my thought process just in a few words that you said. And that's why I was wondering if you ever, did you pick that up in, a program here or there?
Yeah, no, it's just literally life. Experience and
Yeah.
mental illness.
Yeah.
And I really feel like I said, I'm at this point in my life currently harnessing it for good.
Nice.
Being vulnerable and honest about, my trials and
Sure.
tribulations and being honest about, the burnt toast in life. The shit that happens that you don't expect that throws you off path. Sometimes it's a small thing like burning your toast on your way getting ready for lunch or for breakfast or for leaving for work. So the burnt toast got you caught up and you didn't get to eat breakfast, so you stopped at the Quick Trip and met the love of your life. Or you stopped at the Quick Trip and avoided getting into a car accident and dying down the street.
Right.
Whatever this are, we're in the Matrix.
Right.
Something propelled you to a different path for a reason.
Butterfly effect, right? Is that right, Chuck? Like a butterfly flaps
Kinda.
its wings
Kinda.
here, it could change the
Right.
outcome here, there, whatever.
Right.
Sorry.
But that's in you're injecting that into something that's already happened. You know what I mean? So
That'd be in the past.
you
put up a new
if you
butterfly.
did your Austin Kutcher and and you went back to yesterday and you went and shit in the street and then the car came by and hit it and landed in the flour mill and all the flour dumped out. And
Right, caught fire.
Yeah.
The whole city burnt out.
Yeah, and then
right.
yeah, and the people couldn't eat in Africa because you messed the flour up. And
Right.
The whole bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Butterfly.
I'll be right back. I go shit in the street.
But yeah, essentially, the ripples that happen in life, they can either throw you off and that's exactly what they do.
Yeah.
But you got to trust that you're going in the right direction, and we got choices.
No, yeah, we do. And there's a lot of us at this table every day that we make the conscious decision to do the right thing over the easy thing most of the time. That's every day. It's I didn't want to move. You passed by a couch sitting on the end. Well, it was raining, so I didn't move it out of the store. But that's not a light couch. That was a nightmare to get through one doorway, but I had to move, and my thing is, in my head, who else does it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see this happen today, so I will do this today, you know? So, and it's not to give 110%. I never thought of it because, you know, I do it because no one else does. Like, I want to, you know, I'm constantly trying to elevate everything I do to set an example, but also for myself. Like, I don't want to let myself down by just taking everything. Yeah, it's as good as it is, or you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, successful people aren't successful even if they've been given blessings in life and have been given tools to help them be successful. It's just a certain kind of person that, like you said, is willing to go drag the couch because, you know, that's just what has to be done. Not everybody's wired that way. And you can't be annoyed by people that don't have the same drive, you know, and I think that, like, that's what, back to whatever the boundary is with the person, that's your expectation on them. Maybe they're happy with whatever bad decision it is that they're making. Maybe that's their idea of happy, and you just have expectations of them being able to be happier a way that you know that you see. That's not their idea. That's not they don't want that.
I think my problem is that, like, for example, seeing my grandmother, she was selfless, right? Like, everything she did was for other people, and she never stopped, right? So that wore off of me. So I feel guilty ever taking time or doing anything for myself that would be of benefit to my, you know what I mean? Like, I feel, it makes me feel guilty. So I end up giving more of myself and more of my time, financially, whatever it is, to people without any expectation of return. But at the end of the day, like, it leaves you
exhausted.
Depleted.
So, and
exhausted.
let's go back to the river analogy, because if you don't work hard to do those things for yourself and fill your cup and keep yourself full, what you're robbing yourself of is your pool noodle, your yacht, your floating device. You know, that's what that safety and that boundary and your safety, your bubble, that's what that is. So if you don't allow yourself to not give selflessly and do the work for yourself and create, you know, put the work in to earn the yacht. And that's another good analogy for that. You know, what I got is shaky, you know, but I got it.
Right.
And it maybe it is due to what you allow to put into yourself. You know, he's full putting it in. He got a yacht with charcuterie. Right. You know, I'm just barely holding on. This pool noodle is all that's keeping me. You know, Chuck's cool. He went to the Coast Guard. He's got his vest. You know, everything's cool.
Nah, I'm just gonna float.
He can tread water.
Treading, and
Can you
that
tread?
analogy
I don't even
comes
tread
into this
water
too.
no more.
Are you a good swimmer? Did you used to be an Olympic swimmer?
I
You know,
ain't tread
some
water
of
no
us
more.
out here, this ain't a big deal.
Right.
Device. I'm a fighter. I'll swim.
You don't want to see me tread water. It looks like struggle bus the whole way. So yeah, no, I like to have a life jacket on when I go, like, to the Missouri rivers. You know, they're only 4 inches deep, so I try to stay safe. So
Speaking of treading water, I'm switching a little bit.
yeah.
Dude, those water polo players I watched the Olympics are fucking
Jesus.
amazing athletes.
Is that the ones that swim and throw the fucking ball, and you can't touch the bottom, and you can't touch the sides for, like, what, 60 minutes?
So I'm saying they're treading water the entire time.
The entire time.
And they're getting fucked up, like, grabbed and trying to drag under, and they're getting hit and stuff.
So I watched it a little bit and, like, did some Google searching. They're fucking beasts, bro. And so we were just watching the women's.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so the pool's only 6 foot deep, but they can't touch the bottom, they can't touch the sides during regulation. So then the ball gets thrown down the thing. What do? They got to swim down there. Then they got to get the fucking ball. They got to try to get in the fucking thing. So they're fighting over the thing. The whole time treading water. The whole time they just tread water.
Am I confused, or did this sport used to involve horses?
No, water polo. Water. Horses drown. That's just regular polo. Polo's got horses. So the water polo is like football and water, kind of.
I like
weird
watching the
that they
Winter
use the
Olympics
same
when
name.
they slide the thing.
Shuffleboard?
Curling?
Yeah.
Or shuffleboard?
I
That's
love-
winter.
I
That's
like
winter, bro.
watching curling.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
I want to
winter.
be the person with the broom.
You
Dude,
would be-
I watched.
You would be-
I can't remember where we were, but it was on TV.
Were you high?
And I was no.
No,
And I
because
was
that would
just
be a
watching
great
it.
sport to watch high.
And I was just watching it, and I was like, and I got to understanding it, and I was like, this is actually kind of cool.
Right,
This
right.
is actually there's strategy and stuff.
Oh, there's strategy and all that shit, man.
Otherwise, I don't watch the Olympics.
I watched a little bit of bicycling just because they're wicked cool. The velodrome stuff. We have an outdoor velodrome in St. Louis. One of 3 outdoor velodromes in the country. We have one just over on Union Street in North County. So right at like 70 in Union.
What's a velodrome?
Velodrome's the bowls they ride in.
Okay.
So like a long time ago, I thought I was going to be a cyclist. And so I went over to the velodrome to see how I could do, right?
Is it
Thursday
wood
night.
or is it?
This one in St. Louis is asphalt, but most of them are some kind of wood or some built material. Like obviously for the Olympics, they built their own fucking velodrome, right? There's the outdoor ones are always asphalt. I went over to the one in North St. Louis because they had like a Thursday night like fun ride, if you will. Fun is like 35 miles an hour. Go fuck yourself. Like, dude, what they do is,
Getting after it.
bro, they have no brakes, none at all. They have one fucking gear, and they're running circles around me. And I mean, and then it's violent. Elbows out, knees out. You fucking, dude, it is full. It's like roller derby, but on bicycles. And then everybody jockeys up a ramp, shoots down to the fucking spot. You're in the way, you get knocked the fuck out, dude. I was like, I love this and hate it at the same time. Like, I thought I was a pretty good cyclist at the time until I went and fucked with these dudes. Velodrome. So when that was on, like I was at a bar and Velodrome racing was on, and I was captivated. Like, these guys are just legit animals. Like, they're sprinting the whole time. The only brakes they have is pedaling backwards because it's single speed, so they can control it. It's fucking, like when you know a lot about it and then you've tried it and got your ass whipped and you're like, there's like 20 people out here on this dome just fighting out for first. It's I don't know, it's kind of intense.
So I can accept a lot of things as a sport. Even that handball game they're playing, did you see that one? It was like the water polo, but on a basketball court, and they're passing the same ball around with their hand and throwing it into the net.
Shut the fuck up.
We could field the team and probably win gold medal.
Right?
But I know it takes a lot of athleticism, but how the fuck is breakdancing?
Dude, did you read that post?
Do good though.
No, that Australian
And
lady?
I like the memes and videos that people are sharing about this is what we expected, and it shows the little kid getting it. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought we were gonna see.
Yeah, what'd she do? She practiced 37 minutes, went out there and took gold. Is that about right?
Did she take gold?
Yeah,
The Australian lady?
Yeah.
No.
So
The Asian lady was flying around that I saw on a meme, and then it went to the Australian lady, and she was doing
like shit we were doing in the
stuff,
90s.
stuff that I would do.
Right,
like
right.
thinking I looked really cool, and then you're like, dude, you're not.
Right,
You're not
right.
dead.
Yeah, thank God we didn't have camera phones back in the day.
It definitely wasn't Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Well,
That's a movie from the 80s, if you didn't know what that was. That's a breakdancing movie. What did you think of your first time at jiu-jitsu?
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. I was sore all the way till Saturday.
what was sore?
Just beat
What
up
muscles?
everything.
Everything was sore.
Dude, I still hurt right here from something. I
Right.
don't know from what. Like, I'm sore right here.
Right.
Because you end up straining all your
Something.
intercostals, and they get scar tissue in them, and it goes away.
I was winded for an hour.
Yeah.
Straight.
That photo looked like you were winded.
Straight. For an hour straight.
Looked like the life was almost out of you at that point.
Well, that was after Drew had his way with me, too.
Right,
So the
right.
life was out of me
Right,
at that point.
right. Yeah, you looked like you didn't know where you were.
I'll be
in the
back
photo.
tomorrow.
You gonna come back?
I'll be back tomorrow. We should go.
A city meeting.
You should go.
I had 2 city meetings this week. Fucking tired of this shit.
You should go.
Not doing city shit no more.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll be back.
yeah. I mean, so tomorrow, like, I'm gonna start. I should be there. I have to take Sarah to her like move-in day at school or whatever. I should be there in time. But I'm gonna change the way the class goes
Uh-oh.
a little bit.
Well, it's kind of weird because it starts at 6, and he says beginners and kids, okay? And I'm like, okay, I get it. Focus on the kids. I'll watch. No, not a big deal. I'll watch.
Right.
But I'm still a beginner.
Well, so it was different because like there wasn't that class. There wasn't a lot of people there, for that,
Right.
and so it's different. Like because if there was more people there to teach, and I was there on time because I had to be late for whatever.
You guys would have broke off. Somebody would have taught the kids.
Yeah,
Somebody would
yeah,
have taught
yeah. I
them.
would have broke feet, right? So it was different, but
Did you guys upload the video of that game? Because he recorded that. They recorded it.
did they?
What game?
Well, somebody was following around with a camera.
I think I might have it. Yeah, I don't know. I'll check my messages.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
Just curious.
So what did you love about it?
I mean, I didn't love nothing, but it was a good time. So
Yeah.
So I'll go back.
What part was good? The challenge?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
well, I mean, Chuck is an intellectual human being, and you start to like see how things move, and you can. He's been to one class, right? So there's this ocean of information
Sure.
that you have to
Navigate through. Right.
narrow in on to what you like and do. But when you're sparring with somebody, it is a chess match, right? Like,
Right.
And so you can be a spaz and go as hard as you want to, but if somebody has more knowledge than you, they're just going to wait you out and do what they want to.
Which is exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did.
Can I get one of those rogues?
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
Thanks, bro.
yeah. So it's a great. It's
But I think I did okay.
No, you did.
I think I did all right.
No, and
I got a sock. Drew,
got
did you get a sock?
What's a sock?
I got a 2-on-1 as soon as
But did you get a sock?
no.
I got a sock. So I was on Drew's team for this game.
Yeah, we won our.
And
Yeah.
I got a sock.
So we did.
I feel like I would have made it. I feel like I would have made it a lot longer. That big dude come over and he just basically put his elbow right here,
Right.
and put his weight on.
Chuck was the last person.
Oh, I was done.
Chuck was the last person. He had 3 people fighting him at one time.
I
Nice.
was done.
Nice.
But
And I've got the sock in my hand like this because I'm trying to keep my sock, and I'm trying to get this other dude's sock,
Right.
and I got all these people on me, and I'm still trying to get this
Do
sock.
you have to wear socks?
no. So
No,
So,
it's a game.
so the game at the beginning is like you can do like traditional warm ups where you show up and you do army crawls and bear
Sure,
crawls
sure,
and
sure.
rolls and all the
Right.
shrimps and all this stuff, or you can like do stuff to make you think and get warmed up. So like what we did was a game where you have a sock on one foot, right? You
Okay.
broke up into 2 teams, cross the line. You start, then you can cross the line, and you're trying to keep your sock on your foot.
Okay.
But it's teaching you how to protect yourself. You guard your feet because
Right.
your legs are vulnerable to attacks just like anything else,
Sure.
right? And so you're trying to protect your feet so the person can't get that sock, right?
Right.
So you're going back and forth, and there's no rules. So
Right.
like
There's no rules?
no, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
At the end, like I said, Chuck had 3 guys left on his one, and when we started, I was gone right away because I had 2 big students
Well, yeah,
who jumped
because
on me.
they went right after you.
Yeah, they jumped right on me, and I had them pinned down. They stole my sock, and I was done. So, but yeah, so it was just a different kind of little fun warm up.
Yeah.
And well, who Scott, team dad has been here.
Yeah.
Zobrist, like he's the one that's like coming up with these interesting games.
Yeah, that's super cool.
It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah,
I had
that
a good
sounds
time.
fun. It's like flag football, but just in jiu-jitsu style.
That's what winded me, and then I was winded the entire next hour. I was just done.
That's awesome. Sounds awesome.
I was just done.
Needed Emmy Lou to come do some jiu-jitsu.
I was going to ask, Emmy Lou, have you ever done jiu-jitsu?
No.
We're getting a burgeoning women's class.
What say that word again?
Burgeoning, like it's growing.
Okay.
I can't remember what my daughter was doing. She was going to a place in Maryville. Well, she went a couple times. I think.
Was it a Gracie gym? Like
Or boxing.
It might have been Taekwondo. I can't remember.
Same thing.
no, it's
I was waiting. Fuck, Chuck. It's not the same thing at all, but that's why it's funny. I think that'd be super. And do you still live around the Cottage Hills area, Bethalto area?
Yeah, I've been in Godfrey now for, I don't know, 15
So no,
years.
So you're not near Cottage Hills, Bethalto.
No,
But you're right
no.
down 255.
So no, not all in.
well, we had to move the gym, right? Because we were down on Ferguson, and then some stuff happened. We had to move.
I like how you just nonchalantly say some stuff happens. So go on.
I think it was a good move though, because that place you're in is more fitting too.
It's super nice.
So
I'll tell you what happened real fast. Long story short, the
guy died.
the guy who owns the building, who I'll tell you later, like he owns the building. We're not supposed to be up there anyways.
Right.
There's 4 empty rooms up front of the training space. What was it, 5,000 square feet probably?
Easy.
Anyways, there were some rooms about the size of my treatment room, okay, in my office, up front that were empty. Well, he decides he's going to move somebody up there and let him stay there. Doesn't tell us. Well,
A little extra rent.
yeah, and basically, well,
Sort of.
I don't think he was paying rent, but
Right.
like he
For them.
moved him up there. We saw him the one night. He was kind of walking around our space. We were like, okay, now we need to get the fuck out of here because this guy might steal all our shit. Next night we don't see him. Next night after that we don't see him. I got a call Friday night, and it's like, hey, you know what's happening down at the building? No idea. The guy you said moved up there, he's dead. He overdosed up there and died. And was up there for 3 days when we were up there training, riding into one of those rooms in the heat because there's no climate control up there. So then I was told by the chief of police I need to get the fuck out of there because we weren't supposed to be there anyways.
Like there wasn't enough red flags for you to do that on your own.
Yes, I was
Right.
trying.
Right. I know you were. But I love that there was literal detectives rolling around while this person was decomposing.
Yes.
And nobody fucking put that case together. The detectives don't do the case? Like, come on, man. That's your job, is to solve cases, bro. But
It's wild.
it was wild. Yeah.
So anyways, what's that have to do with Cottage Hill? Is that where you're at now?
That's where we're at now. So we're right across diagonal from where...
The old Ninja Warrior place.
In front of it.
Okay.
Yeah, right in front of
Remember, it was Chuck Fritz when
Okay.
we were growing up. It was
Okay.
Chuck Fritz behind
Cool.
Finn's place?
behind Schlimmer's, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, get right behind Slumbers.
Yeah, behind Schlimmer's, basically.
Really, really pretty high in space. Like, I mean, it's really
Yeah, it's a
nice.
nice spot.
Yeah,
It's a nice
super,
spot.
super good spot.
That
So-
sign will be on when you come in tomorrow because I'm going to go in early and sit in it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm going to ask, of course, when I get there, I'll ask whoever's there if I can go sit in it. But
Yeah, well, I mean, if you know, whoever's there first usually turns it on. Supposed to. So.
So
if I had went straight to the gym, and I sat in the sauna, and then I got in the whirlpool for like a half. And if I hadn't done that, I probably would have stayed in bed Wednesday and not even tried to move a muscle at all. I hurt so bad. I jammed my neck at some point. I don't know when I jammed my neck, but my neck's always fucked up. I jammed my neck at some point. That hurt for 3 days.
You're not selling this, Chuck. You got to
My
sell
shoulders hurt for 3 days. This is, I think it feels like it doesn't hurt now, but this finally quit hurting. That hurt for us.
was it hurting like when you breathe, or just like when you stretch it a certain way?
No, if I touched it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just sensitive
bruised.
to touch.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
Yeah,
I probably
just
bruised a
bruised.
couple ribs.
Yeah, I'd have you breathe. You probably just right around it. You
Well,
know?
either way.
I mean, dude's arms are there, like squeezing, right?
So
You should join. It sounds great, doesn't it?
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, whirlpool, sauna, that's all great.
Well, that's
That's at Leisure World.
we have a cold plunge and a
Yeah, I'll go
sauna.
there.
You do have a cold plunge?
You just show them, get your ass kicked for an hour, and then you go soak, and you feel like shit the next day. Thursday wasn't too bad.
Right.
But Wednesday.
It goes away though. It just takes a while for your body.
Well, and
to
I'm sure that.
conditioning your
Well,
body.
yeah.
And I'm sure this week it's going to go away faster than it did last
Well,
week.
I bet
and
I'll
so
be
on.
just as winded. I'm gonna
Well,
try
sure,
to take,
winded,
I'm gonna
but-
try to take it easier this week though, because now I understand a little bit better. Like
Slow it
when
down.
we were learning the moves, I thought I was supposed to like
Go fast.
resist, so this dude, could get better at doing what he's doing. But he wasn't resisting at all.
Yeah, you should.
So.
Yeah, you should give a little, but not like you don't want to.
Right. Well,
you
no,
don't want
I
to
mean,
pool noodle.
I was given a little so he could do his thing, but I wasn't just letting him, and he was just letting me. So, and I thought that's what I was supposed to be doing was kind of somewhat not letting me.
Right.
You
Make
know
him
what I
work
mean?
for it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But that's why I was winded the entire time, because I was making him work for it
Right.
over and over and over and over and over again.
I can't wait to go. I'll get there, bro. I haven't pedaled once this year. That's how fucking. Which is
I told that guy, what's
Which
that
is
guy's name
gracious.
I was sparring with?
What do you look like? Was he a cop?
No. Redheaded guy.
You got to tell me if he's a cop.
Redheaded guy.
It's Entrapment. If you don't.
Right? Yeah, you got to tell me if he's a
Redheaded
cop.
guy. I think he was redheaded. Maybe sandy blonde. Younger dude.
Oh, Jacob Chisholm.
Jacob Chisholm?
Yeah.
I was like, that name sounds
Chisholm?
familiar.
Yeah, Bobby Chisholm's his dad.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
I'll see him
So
tomorrow,
what's
won't
going
I?
on?
Will I
Are you,
see him tomorrow?
It's more than just a club. Like you're like recruiting and building and growing. Is that what's going on?
Well, yeah, because it's such a beautiful
It's
thing.
a community.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful thing,
I hope he's there tomorrow.
and
I
for
fucking love Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby's one of my favorite people. We absolutely do not see eye to eye on just about every fucking thing. But I fucking love Bobby.
but yeah, so
Bobby's awesome.
you join, you struggle together, and it bonds you. So it's much like when you're on a cycling team, or if you're on most any other team. If the more struggle there is, the closer you are. That's why they have a team dad.
Yeah, we have a team dad, we have a team mom,
Team daughter.
a team boner.
A
Daughter.
what?
Daughter, yes, we have a team daughter. Yeah, well, yeah, it's their daughter. You know.
What's,
Right.
what is happening
Team
right
daughter.
now?
Now, what was said before that? Because now I want to know.
No, that's whatever Drew said.
Right.
I didn't say that.
I'd
Yeah,
like to know who that is.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
have
say
to.
that. I mean-
I'd like to know who the team boner is. If there is one.
It's whoever's got the biggest schlong, and just come on no-gi night and look around. And you can figure it out.
Gross.
So I'm probably gonna have to borrow that one again. It'll be a week or two before I
see
get
that?
one.
Fucking ghost.
Before I get one.
Yeah, it's no problem at all. I mean, that's the thing. Like, everybody shares and contributes. So,
Bro, you can literally borrow mine. Mine's what did I get, a 2?
Where's it at?
yeah,
In the
A2,
truck?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got a 2. It's not in the truck now. I got to find it again.
See?
Well, fuck, I took the truck to Sturgis, bro. I took everything out. I didn't need a gi in Sturgis.
You might have. Yeah, I mean, you don't know.
I fucking took 2 guns. I didn't need a gun.
Weren't you in Boy Scouts when you were a kid?
Fuck no. Never.
Well, so you always gotta be prepared.
Never.
Always be prepared.
Dude, I took the whole ass tool fucking. I took the whole garage.
But you didn't take a gi.
I didn't take a gi, bro. Right.
You might have needed it.
You could have set up a mat out there, or a piece of cardboard, and been like, chuck me out for $100.
I mean, have you not ever seen Roadhouse? I mean, that guy could have been there, and you could have had
True.
mean,
you know what we saw? $5 boob
like,
paintings.
Let me go.
Boob painting?
Yeah, a guy paints boobs for $5.
Like the latex shit, so you can walk around with your titties
Yep.
out? They put some little,
sprays them on.
What a deal.
$5.
What a deal.
For real, they're like, damn, $5.
$5. You know you're gonna tip them. You're getting $5
It's just
a
like
tit.
Walmart, everything's, look, this candle's $5, $5.
Yeah.
Same thing, you're in Sturgis, some guy's offering, you're like.
Both titties for 10? Shit.
Yeah. Pair of titties for $10. You get it
So
sprayed.
it's $5 per titty?
Well, it just said boob painting for $5. So like
That's
I didn't
singular.
stop to get mine because it's like I had a lot of hair going on. So
Yeah.
they come in a set. So here this guy is genius, this rock star genius. He goes, I like boobs, and I have these paint cans. I'm gonna touch a bunch of boobs and get paid for it.
Smart guy.
Smart
he
guy.
probably uses bare hands too, huh?
Yeah, I didn't see.
He didn't glove up.
I didn't see.
No brushes.
I really wasn't looking at his hands too much.
He's just dipping his hands in the bucket.
What do you call this? The turkey. Everybody gets turkeys right here. Well, my turkey's got an outie. It does now.
Because they usually put like pasties on those, right?
Yeah, there was girls walking around there with pasties on. It was,
Paint over the.
yeah,
Paint over the
I would say everything that was above a 5 worked for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to lure you in to get, have you drink here.
Oh, I
The
think
amount-
for sexual
Dude,
favors.
No, I don't think so.
I'm sure there was some of that too.
The amazing thing to me was the amount of pop-up tattoo places, which, hey, get your hustle on, but then there's so many they have to offer something else. So it was like, get some street tacos with your tattoo, get some fucking cold beer with your tattoo, get some.
They're pivoting. They're pivoting.
They're pivoting, right? So you got 500 tattoo places on 2 blocks. You better have some great, like, can I get the street tacos without a tattoo? And then like some of the tattoo places that were brick and mortar, they were out there with like lizards and snakes and fucking half naked women or whatever, just to try to lure people. Well, dude, you know how long I just drove to get here? Like, you think I want to sit in a fucking chair? I want to go look at the bikes and shit, man. I don't want to fucking sit here and get a tattoo. I'll sit in Alton and get a tattoo when I'm slow. Not
My daughter insisted on getting her first tattoo when we were out of town in New Orleans, just because she had looked around and saw this place that had this great reputation, in the French Quarter and whatever. She's 18, I can't stop her, but she called around, was able to get an appointment, went in and got her first tattoo. And that's what I thought, man, we've been driving, you want to go sit through a tattoo? But we did. It's an awesome tattoo. It's great. It's actually an empty bird cage with the door open.
nice.
That's cool.
I like that.
Did you guys get beignets after?
We might have got beignets before.
I like it.
A little sugar before would be good.
A little Cafe Du Monde.
Keep
Oh man, I love
I've been
Cafe
to
Du
Baton
Monde.
Rouge, and I would not get a tattoo in Baton Rouge.
Well, most of the parts of New Orleans, I probably wouldn't either.
I bought a pit bull in Baton Rouge from a meth head, but I would not get a tattoo in Baton
I
Rouge.
wish you would write a book, bro. Chuck needs to write a book.
Best dog I ever owned. Best dog I ever owned.
I feel like when you told that story in my head, I might have been really stoned or something. But I feel like you said you drove out to like a fucking swamp.
Do I need to tell it again?
I think you should give a.
So I got
summary.
a settlement, and I said, fuck this place. I didn't tell nobody nothing. I said, fuck this place. Got in my car with my cash, drove to New Orleans. On the way down there, or Baton Rouge, on the way down there, I get pulled over in Mississippi by this angry ass fucking cop. He was mad before I even said anything. Pulled all my shit out of the car on the side of the road. Pulled all my shit out of the garbage bags and stuff that was in it on the side of the road. Car was trashed. He's digging through my trunk looking for marijuana because I'm just this huge trafficker because I crossed the fucking line in a 94 Lincoln Town car in 80 mile an hour wind. Duh. I'm not going to fucking stay in the line, asshole.
Right.
Anyway, finds a bunch of porno magazines. I had no idea it was there. I'd owned the car about a month and a half. No idea they were there. Found a bunch of porno magazines, which made me really super fucking nervous. Nasty porno magazines, too. I left them on the side of the road where he put them. I get there. I turn to get gas in Louisiana. No, just before Louisiana and Alabama. I turn to get gas. Hit a pothole, ripped the muffler off. I get there. I end up staying at the college in Baton Rouge. I don't know which college it is. The college in Baton Rouge with this girl. And they're all on meth. Now, I didn't really know they were on. I know what meth is. All my buddies turned into meth heads from high school, so I know what it looks like. But I didn't see it. For some reason, I had my blinders on and I didn't see all the meth. But so anyway, I stay there. I hang out with these great people. Awesome. They were friendly as can be. Everybody down there was friendly as can be. Everybody down there was friendly as can be.
Cleanest house I've ever seen.
See, that's
actually it was clean. It was kind of clean. It was clean,
dude. Have you ever seen a dirty Methodist
This place
house?
was yes.
Oh, okay.
This place was where she stayed was awesome. It was like 4 bedrooms, and she had all of it to herself.
There's probably a tipping point though, sometime where like you're at the level where you're up 24 hours and you're cleaning, and then you're up for 48 hours and you're like,
fuck this.
and get messy, and then it keeps going on.
Then you know there's raccoons in the walls. You got to rip them out.
So I get in a car with her, and because I might as well tell the whole thing. I get in a car with her, and she drives 95 mile an hour through basically downtown
Baton Rouge.
rush hour time St. Louis traffic, like 95 mile an hour. I'm so I never got in the car with her again after we got back. And then we go. She goes, "Oh, we're gonna go look at these dogs." Okay, we'll go look at these dogs. We drive out to the middle of fucking. I have no idea fucking where.
Where the gators are, huh?
We turn, yeah, definitely. We turn left and we go down this dark ass road with no fucking lights into this compound, fenced, everything. There's a house over here. There's an outbuilding here, an outbuilding here, an outbuilding here. We go into this outbuilding, and little bitty small room, smaller than this room. We go in there, and this guy brings these dogs in. I pay him out, cash him out on this dog, take this dog home. She takes one home. Basically everybody took a dog home. And we get back, and that's when I realized that like, this is meth. This is all meth. This is every single inch of this is meth. And I'm walking around with $3,000 in my pocket, and they all know I have $3,000 in my pocket because I just cashed out on this fucking dog, and I'm not fucking scared of shit. So yeah, when I cashed out on that dog, wad, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's your money in my pocket, and I decided I was going home the next day. So
you and the dog came home?
Me and the dog came home.
How long did the dog live?
With no muffler.
14 years.
Nice.
14 years.
Nice.
You what?
With no muffler.
I like how you're just
With no
going to
muffler.
bounce south and start a new life.
In Mississippi, I come through Mississippi
With the dog?
8 o'clock at night with the dog. I picked up this dude walking because it was starting to rain. So I pick up this dude walking. It's starting to rain. I'm not scared of that shit.
Right.
So I drop him off just before it really gets bad, and then I drive through this 3 hours through this fucking downpour just outside of Jackson, all the way through Jackson, outside Jackson, all the way through Jackson, through this downpour. Couldn't see shit. Couldn't see the road in front of me. Couldn't see fucking nothing. I get home at like 3 a.m. I go to sleep. I wake up the next day. I just missed a big ass tornado that hit Jackson, Mississippi. Just barely.
Burnt
Like
toast.
by like
burnt
2
toast.
miles.
Yeah.
Like 2 miles outside of this tornado.
If you wouldn't have picked that dude up, who knows?
Right.
Yeah. You know?
Burnt toast.
Yep. Got anything else, Drew?
And he lived 14 years. Good dog.
What's our time?
Hour and a half.
I think that's good.
We got time.
I don't.
You don't got time?
I don't.
We got time.
What do you got to do?
A lot of things.
Oh, he ain't got shit to do.
I have
He's
so
been
many.
doing this ever since you left.
What? Short and sweet?
Leaving early.
Short and sweet.
Leaving early.
You left early one time. I kept you here.
I did leave early one
Right.
time.
Kept you here.
Super fucking tired.
I gotta do it.
I mean, Emmy Lou's just dropping bombs over there, so you got to.
No. I gotta go home and contemplate
Thanks for
them.
having me. It was a great conversation.
See, she's checking out.
Are you checking out? Okay.
Yeah, checking out.
Is there anything you want to leave the people with? A life advice?
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, she dropped a lot. If she drops another bomber, man,
Oh, I don't think I have anything left in me. Just it's hard. It's hard for all of us. None of us know really what's going on and what people's struggles are. But you just gotta, like he said, there's some people that just bring the couch in because that's what's got to be done, and that's what we're all just doing. We're just all out here just taking care of couches, and he did it today. Today, you did everything that you had to do to be successful in what you
I make a list every
trying
day.
to do.
I make a list every day and I check them off. Try to. Or I put big fucking zeros if I have to move it to another day. So that way it makes me fucking mad.
And I think about it like pebbles, okay? So we start mental things, financial things, physical challenges, it's all pebbles. And when we look at all these challenges, you make a mountain out of it. Or we're starting to collect them in our pockets and it's getting heavy. Every day we can't deal with the whole mountain. It's just pebbles. And I only have so much every day that I can allocate to, I can only give so much physically. But I will reach my limit physically. I can only give so much mentally. And when I reach my limit, that's what I can do for the day. Spiritually, for my family, for my friends. I only have so much to give to each category. And as long as I go to bed every night knowing that I dealt with some pebbles in every category to the limits of what my capability was for that day, I look back, I still got a mountain, but it's getting smaller. Just keep going.
I'm going to tell you that's what microdosing did for me. Mm-hmm. It really is. That's what microdosing did for me. It
helped you deal with as much as you could with each category.
Without letting that mountain behind me fucking crush me. Like, crush my soul. Crush my fucking spirit. Me?
Yeah.
Fuck every day. Try to get the whole world on it.
It's nice.
It's very nice. Yeah, no, I'm fucking...
That's what pot's done for me. It's leveled me out.
Good for you.
I got yelled at Friday.
Yeah.
For something that I didn't even do.
At work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was mad I wouldn't put the discontinued stuff on the shelf. That's not my job.
Right.
And I don't blame her for not wanting to do it. It was a whole cart full of shit. I don't blame her. I wouldn't. I mean, if she had been a little bit nicer, I probably would have let her go, you want me to take it outside and throw it in the dumpster?
Right.
I'm new enough that I can get away with it.
Right.
I knew enough to go, I thought that's what I did.
Right.
Right? And but she wasn't nice at all. Started calling everybody lazy. This person's lazy. That person's lazy.
Somebody was in the company or at the DG?
The DG manager. This person's lazy. That person's lazy. And I just looked at it, went and signed my paperwork so I could leave. And I just looked at her and said, you know what? Have a blessed day.
You stole my name. You stole my fucking, stole my line, bro.
I got in the car and I fucking left. And I did that today too.
Bless your heart.
Have a blessed day.
Because this lady today was nitpicking, went and signed my paperwork over some stupid little shit. Lady, there's not enough room on these shelves for all this shit. The price tags aren't going to line up. I'm like cramming stuff in here.
Right.
What do you want? Like the price tag is close enough for you to tell if you're not a complete fucking moron. And white people aren't going to be able. I don't know what to tell you. So I listened to that for about a half an hour. Did shit that I didn't have to do because I was already there. It took 15 minutes, so not a big fucking deal. If that'll make you happy to sign my paper, fine. That didn't make her happy. Now she's onto this. Now she's onto this. Now she's onto this.
Did you clean toilets? You should clean toilets.
So I did the same thing. I said, well, you have a blessed day. I got to leave. And I left.
No paperwork signed?
No paperwork signed.
Nice.
Paperwork for
So they got to sign off.
Sign off that he did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
For the day?
Yeah, for that store.
Job. For that store, for that job.
Yeah. They got them.
Most of these Dollar Generals, the manager doesn't give a shit, just signs it, and you're on your way. Like I walked in Friday, the one I did Friday with that lady, it had tags from 22 on it. They're done every year. It had tags from 22 on it.
Oh, shit.
Whoever did the job before didn't do some stuff.
No shit.
Nobody paid attention. The manager doesn't give a shit because it doesn't give a shit. All they got to do is put the shit in the hole.
Right.
They don't care.
Right.
So,
I like to have those 22
Are you
prices.
doing inventory stuff?
Kind of.
basically,
Yeah.
resets, moving stuff so you can't find it and you'll buy something else.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Creating confusion and being in the way for a day.
That's true, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, psychologically, that's make you buy other shit because you had to walk around looking.
Than walking into a grocery store that has just switched things.
Oh,
You're
fuck
welcome.
yeah.
When you walk into Dollar General and it happens, you're welcome.
Small and it doesn't
You're
bother
welcome.
me. I'd expect it there, but man, Walmart, it's a whole ass remodel, and they do it all the time.
Well, so you buy more shit.
Oh, I never thought about that, but now I'm
Yep.
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
upset.
It doesn't matter because anytime I go into Walmart, it's 15 minutes before they close, and they've already got all them pallets and shit out.
No, in the way.
You can't get around. I ain't buying. I'm barely lucky able to get what I came there for, let alone wander about.
Right.
But yeah, But it's like I told Sarah Saturday, I was like, it's leveled me out. It's made me more level than I was. Because I'm not getting stoned. Well, sometimes I accidentally get stoned.
Edibles or
flower?
I'm smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm smoking. I don't think I could handle edibles.
I mean, if you know
Clearly
how
I
much,
can't.
It is. I mean, my dog can't either.
Right.
Your dog and I have the same tolerance, bro.
Right.
It's
I
0.
I smoke about half a pinch in the morning, and that's all I do. It just levels me out for the day.
That's why I grew out of my one plant.
Nice.
I don't even do THC.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'll get you a little shake of it.
But Rick does.
Well, Rick does, and everybody else does.
It's probably already gone.
Look at that.
Rick's
That's
probably
purple biscotti.
That's
and,
nice.
And I got some backseat booty coming up next.
Biscotti, isn't that like some kind of Italian treat?
Yeah, it's a biscuit, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It's a motherfucking biscuit.
Dried up cookie type thing.
Yeah. It's a hard ass biscuit. It's like a crostini kind of. Yeah, it's just a
crusty baked good cookie.
right.
Gotta have it with a beverage. It's
Yeah.
not something you just crunch into.
Yeah, you get it.
It's like Captain Crunch.
Is that where they have like their espresso
Cream.
and their biscuit?
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
So stuff sticks in my head when somebody says it, and I have to say the thoughts on mine, and we can be finished or whatever.
Yeah. Wrap it up.
But she said something earlier, and it's one phrase, and it's in my head. So it's a trivia question, and I feel like everybody here should be able to answer it.
Oh fuck! I hate trivia. I'll try.
Okay, because we're like 90s kids, you know what I mean? Well, 80s kids, but like 90s, like when this was on. She said physical challenge. Which show?
Double Dare?
Fucking right.
Yeah.
I don't even know what anything said.
Oh, with that fucking dude.
Yeah, Mark
with the
Summers.
curly hair.
He got slimed.
Max Summers.
Yeah.
There was a show that was on, and like it was like you got to like have a choice. It was like you answer the question or you do the physical challenge.
Yeah.
And people know the answer to the question, and they'd be like, I choose the physical challenge, and they get all fucked
Say
up.
the name of the show again. What was it?
Double Dare.
Double Dare. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I feel like I was a little past it when it was
I
popular.
feel like that was giving me the child version of the adult game show that was on MTV. Y'all remember that?
What was that?
Remote Control.
Remote
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
With Colin Quinn.
Yeah.
Yep.
That I never watched that when I was little. I don't know if I should have. I mean, it wasn't bad, but
It was foul for the day.
Yeah.
Comedy Central has brought Beavis and Butthead back,
Fuck
and the new
yes.
episodes are just as hilarious as the other ones.
Yeah.
They're absolutely great. They're hilarious.
I'm on the show The Bear. Have you seen it on Hulu? The Bear. You, Drew. You too.
Yeah.
You too. Have you seen
My
it?
kids made me watch it.
I started-
Did you cry?
Oh yeah.
Fuck me. Okay. So I just got through season 1, and there's 10 episodes, and I probably cried 9 out of 10 episodes.
Damn.
Yeah,
No,
bro.
Wait, is there more seasons?
There's
Am I-
season 2 and 3, but I
I'm
just
not
finished
sure-
season
I'm
1.
not sure if we've even made it past
Season 1.
when the tomato sauce.
Okay, that's the end of season 1.
That's what
So you're
Cameron
done.
did.
Yeah, I
That's
just finished
right.
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So
why exactly burnt toast? He asked one simple thing of you to make family dinner and to use the small cans or whatever. He asked you one thing.
So I'm going to tell you, from a guy who grew up super poor, right? I was happy for him, of course, but so mad because I'll never fucking catch a break like the tomato cans.
Yes, you will.
Not like
Yes,
that.
you will. And it might. Yes, you will, Mike. And it might not be financial, but you will be blessed to that level. We all will.
I fucking-
Absolutely, because you give life 100. Because you
I
got that
crawl
couch in here.
because I
today.
fucking
That's why.
I fucking crawl with my fucking nails, and I'll never find tomato cans like
You
that.
absolutely will.
I was
Okay.
I was ripping carpet up. Thought I was gonna find a bag of dough
Would
on the
you-
fucking floor. Not a fucking thing.
Would you even recognize the win?
Yeah.
Well, and
That's
maybe,
what he asked me
maybe
how many
the
weeks ago?
attitude that you're never gonna get the pasta sauce is because you say you'll never get the pasta sauce. Maybe if you are willing to, it's like religion. I'm willing to believe that there's a better place for me that I'm gonna go for being a good human here. What's not the benefit of believing that you can't be rewarded? What
Dude,
that
I have-
negative. You're attracted negative with
I have a
negative by
million.
saying
I have a million blessings
You
coming
get it.
coming across 300K.
you will get it.
I don't know. I rip up a lot of floors looking for it. Cost me thousands of dollars to open a safe just to get a handful of Fugazis, you
It
know.
just might
So
not be financial, like he said. Would you recognize it if it wasn't financial? A blessing of that level.
I said,
might not be financial.
what'd I say? I said, some of us are just built to struggle, and I'm built to struggle. And what'd he say? Would you even recognize the win?
Yep.
So,
I count my blessings every
eat your
day.
own words.
I know my blessings,
I think
but I also know I don't get a fucking financial come up like that to fucking clear shit to start over. It's just not in the fucking cards. Because I am who I am because of the fucking struggle. And I will continue to be even greater because of the struggle.
That's right.
So, just like when my brother gave me $1 million on the fucking video game, I quit playing.
Yep. Exactly.
If I got $1 million right now, you think I'm still playing here in town? Nah.
But people don't recognize, oftentimes, incremental wins. They want this big grand payout, but the incremental ones add to that. You have to recognize them as you get them.
No, yeah. No, I do. You know what I did today? I paid all the bills on time. That's a small win. On time. Like nothing's late. Taxes will be late, but fuck them. I don't like the state.
Taxation is theft.
That's the one thing I pay on time.
Fuck that state.
I'm scared of
They don't-
white-collar prison.
Dude, fuck you. They come.
My best friend in the world, somebody that I don't even know that holds my life in their hands right now, is my accountant. I rely on that person to ensure that I do not go to tax prison.
I got federally audited and owed a whole bunch of money. I didn't go to prison. They just want their fucking money. You just pay them. Fuck them. So, but I also have a very large accounting firm too. So, because I don't want to go to jail. So, I mean, if I'm going to go to any jail, it's going to be fucking white collar jail. No, I don't want to be no statey, bro. Give me a fed jail. Give me a fed jail with an Xbox all day. Don't give me no state shit, man. I don't want honey buns that are stale. Fuck.
But anyways, you won. You won today. Everything's paid.
Everything's paid and everything's checked off the list. Literally everything. Even the fucking hopefuls I put on there. So I have my standards and goals. I hit the goals. So tomorrow's a whole new day.
That's a win.
Hey, do you have that couch in the Connex?
Yes.
I'm going to take it out and just leave it out.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Is that cool with you?
I don't care.
All right.
So
I just ain't had time.
That's all right. I'm just going to take it out and leave it out.
Yep, I just ain't had time.
Let it-
The brown pillowy cushions, I wanted to keep them. Other than that, I don't give a shit.
I'll send you a picture to verify tomorrow.
Well, you can't miss them. They're big brown pillowy
Okay.
cushions. They're the only thing worth a fuck.
Right. I like that bracelet, Drew.
thank you. Because taxation is theft, what percentage of the taxes that the colonists paid to the British government, how much do you think of their income was paid in taxes?
2%.
2%.
It was 2%. And we pay 40.
37%.
Yeah, 37's ours. That's our just on
listen,
income.
They hopped on boats and left the damn country and went and raided another one and took it because they was mad about 2% taxes. You're talking about we're paying 40%.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Here's the thing. My tax dollars this month alone, which I will not pay on time, is $6,000 for this month. That's not sales tax. That was only $2,200 of it. So I sell a taboo product in a state that doesn't want it. So they make you. It's a luxury item. So, and I
You
pay.
got charcuterie boards on your fucking yacht.
Yeah, that's why I'm
That's
checking.
true.
Yeah, that's
It's
why I
another
got.
level.
Well, dude, I got them fancy
I'm okay
cheeses,
with my pool noodles.
bro. I'm just.
all right. And hey, I haven't checked my list today, but I'm not done with the day yet. And my shit ain't paid and on time. But the taxes are paid, the lights are on, and my people are paid, and that's all that matters to me today.
Lights are always paid.
Come buy my sandwiches and help me
There you go.
get a better
Yeah.
floating device.
I don't have a yacht, by the way.
I haven't paid myself this month.
I fucking haven't paid myself since 2011. What the fuck are you talking
And
about?
I'm not compensated in any way.
So you have a partnership? You guys do an LLC?
So I'm the sole proprietor.
Sole proprietor. Okay, dope.
She's invested her personal equity.
Sweat equity?
Yep.
All right.
And I am a man of my word, which, is everything to me.
Right.
And she knows that when I come up, she's coming up, so.
How long have you known this person?
It's my probably 30 years, 35 years.
That's pretty dope.
Does Mimi still work for you?
Yeah, she works at the school in Roxana, so she was just with us during the summer. She went back today to school, so she'll be around.
Man, she's a stand-up person too. I mean, I went to high school with her, but like, I was sitting with her one night and she was telling me how kids come through and she buys their lunch for them if they can't afford it and stuff. And I'm like, man, that's fucking awesome. You're the best. Just make sure everybody's taken care of.
That shouldn't be a problem in any school, anywhere.
I'm saying like she fucking takes care of it for him, and she doesn't have to, but it's
Right. No, good for her, but that should not be a problem in any school, anywhere. Anywhere.
All right. So since I know certain people watch, I want to invite Cody on for next week, Monday, about 6:30. Cody. I'm pulling up a picture so Drew knows, because Drew went to high school with her.
Oh,
Buttry?
Yeah, Buttry.
Yeah.
So she was talking about wanting to come. So it was the four of us that went to Sturgis together.
Yeah.
And we talked about the podcast a lot. So she's always wanted to come on. Actually, one time she was supposed to come on, she didn't, and it was Bob. So I just called Bob Cody for an hour. Bob didn't know what was going on. So
when's Hinkle usually come in?
Randomly. Mondays normally, but he didn't come in today. So I don't know what he was doing. He had, we're still trying to play catch up from being gone for fucking 3 days. It's insane how you miss 3 days and it takes like 6 to catch up.
I got a question for him. I don't want to catch him at the tattoo shop and ask, but I guess I can.
Okay.
It's a tattoo question, but I just don't want to bother him with it. I ain't got no money in my pocket right now.
Well, he doesn't tattoo anymore, right?
Well, but he would know.
Oh, okay.
He would know if somebody in his shop can do it.
Yeah,
so.
Probably Cody. Cody's been knocking it. Cody did my last one. He did a great job. So.
Well, I'm just wondering if they can lighten old shit up if they do that.
I don't know.
So that they can cover it.
Well, he does that removal shit too. Like he's certified to do that shit.
I'm trying to
there.
get my fucking skin seared off. That freaks me the fuck out.
That Cody does that?
I don't know if Cody does
Chris
it, but somebody. No, Chris doesn't work in the shop, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's property owner.
But somebody there does it.
Yeah. They're like somebody is like certified to do this shit like properly.
But didn't he say that he didn't have the equipment? It was too expensive or something?
That I don't know. That could be correct. That could be correct. I don't know.
But I know that they take, when they do cover-ups, they can take they mix, I don't know if they mix colors, but they take a color and they can go over.
Lighten it and then go back. Yeah, let that heal.
Let that heal, and then they can cover it. And it,
I don't know.
It does decent.
I need to cover up Pawn Boss since it's been fucking 4 years since it's been open.
Just need to get another one.
6 years since it's been open.
Just got to figure out how to do this again.
Gotcha. I like it. Yeah.
So.
I think I'm just going to cover it up with like the fucking playing cards, like fucking suits. So, been wanting to do it. I just haven't gotten down there. Fucking sitting in a chair for an hour just seems like impossible. So,
we just did it.
We did it. Thank you, Emmy Lou, for coming on. You were a fucking rock star. Come back anytime. When's say one more time for the people that watch to the end. When is the Foodstock?
September 14th, Saturday, Cottage Hills VFW, 121 South Williams, Cottage Hills, 1 to 7 p.m., $5 a person. We're going to have smoked pork, cake walk, phone bus, fun things for the kids, live music all day. It's a great time.
1 to 7 in Cottage Hills VFW. Such a cool campus.
Outdoor, beautiful outdoor space.
Yeah, it
We've
is.
got like 30 untouched, beautiful acres right there in the middle of Cottage Hills. It's gorgeous.
Did a lot of motorcycle rallies there
I feel
back
like
in the
you
day.
need to have a shakedown street.
What's the Shakedown Street? What's that mean?
A little place to vend and get wild and do whippets and stuff.
Shakedown street. It's all the.
Oh, Grateful Dead. Shut the fuck up. Jesus fuck.
Why don't you come have Shakedown Street? That's
Why does the doctor bring some fucking lipids?
You start a revolution though. You're like, I'm putting my stuff here and I'm gonna vend.
Yeah, all about grilled cheese sandwich.
You gonna have poppers, bro?
We'll have poppers.
Thanks for watching episode 139. Tune in next week. Hopefully we'll get, I'll reach out to Cody, see if we can get her on Monday night. So, awesome. Thank you, Emmy Lou. You're fantastic. Absolutely.